to John chapter 5 and verse 7. John chapter 5 and verse 7. John chapter 5 verse 7. We ask that you stand for the reading of his word. John chapter 5 and verse 7, we will be reading from the King James Version. Amen. John chapter 5 and verse 7. When you have it, say amen. Amen. We ask that you stand that we might read the word of God. The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool. But while I am coming, another steppeth down before me. Amen?
Yes.
Amen.
Amen. The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me in the pool.
All right.
But while I am coming, another step down before me. Amen? For a moment, we're going to talk about no man to put me in the pool. Amen?
Amen.
Have you ever needed help but had no one to come to your aid?
All right.
All by yourself, needing help. No matter who we are, there are times in our lives we will need help, but can't find anyone that is willing or able to help us. Y'all, I'm one that don't like to ask for help, but there comes a time in our life that we need some help.
All right.
And it's a lonely feeling. It's a desperate feeling. It's a helpless feeling when you need help and nobody there to help you. You feel depressed and downtrodden and your heart aches because you really need some help with your situation and you need some human help. You know that God is there, but you need somebody that got 2 legs and 2 arms, they got a mouth and 2 eyes and an ear to come along and help you. Young black men need help every now and then because the system in which we live put them at a disadvantage. They are more likely, talking about young men, today's Father's Day, so we want to talk to the young man, and we can give this sermon to our young brothers and our young fathers and our young nephews and cousins, and let them know that we understand being a black man in the United States, in America, in the world, there are some disadvantages, but we still need to understand that we have God on our side and we can overcome disadvantage and not use our disadvantage as a crutch.
All right. Go now.
A lot of times young people want to use their disadvantage as a crutch to do nothing.
That's right. That's right.
I come by to serve notice on you if you're in my house. We ain't dealing with do nothingness.
Amen. Amen.
You're not going to be like a knot on a log just sitting there.
All right.
You need to be about God's business, and we need to, as men and older men, need to teach our boys how to be men.
That's right.
how to carry themselves. I understand that sometimes we live in the hood and we live in the projects, and that's okay. But there still need to be training, and there can be training in the home, in the hood.
Yes.
I know sometimes we like to speak black and we like to talk in our black tongue, but when we get out in the world and I'm looking for a job, I can't say, hey, bro, I need a gig.
Amen.
I need to be able to put on a suit and tie and talk with some intelligence. I need to be able to understand the English language and know how to use it in a proper manner that others may understand who I am, that I might get the job that I need.
Amen.
So, but the thing is, sometimes it can be discouraged, but we are not discouraged, because a lot of times our little young black men sometimes are more likely to be arrested, shot, or killed for a certain assortment of crimes that include walking and driving while black.
Come on,
All right?
come on.
I understand that. Matter of fact, talking while black or doing nothing while black. That can happen in our lives, and we need to teach our young boys how to deal with those situations, that they might be able to survive and to be able to be fathered, because if they are in their grave, they cannot be fathered. They cannot be there for their family. So we must be able to teach them, and then we got to look at our own self, y'all. Reverend, when you look at statistics,
All right.
statistics says that the most fearful and most dangerous species in the earth is a black male between the age of 20 and 29, because they killed themselves.
Come on, come on.
Black on black crime. We talk about police officers killing our children, and we said Black Lives Matter.
Come on, come on.
How can I say that Black Lives Matter if I'm killing my own self? Because if Black Lives Matter, I need to stop killing my own self. Folks that look like me.
All right. Come on with it now.
All lives should matter, but we've been in a disadvantage, so that's why we say Black Lives Matter. But if I see a Negro that got on a red shirt and bow ties and doing gang sliding and talking about Black Lives Matter, Negro, sit down, because Black Lives does not matter to you, because you're killing another brother that got on blue and doing a different sign from you.
All right, all right.
Now I'm walking down the street. I'm not in a gang, but I like blue and can't wear blue because I don't know where I'm at, and I might be in the wrong place.
Come on.
You make me sick, man.
Yeah, come on. Put your weight on it now. Glory.
Then you get mad because you saying that I need to agree with politicians who I don't agree with. I ain't agreeing with politicians that tell me that it's okay for you to take a life of a child while the child is still in the mother womb. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I need to look beyond Democrat and Republican, and I need to look at how you are dealing with what is concerning to me. You telling me that it's all right to take a child life just before it's been born at 9 months, and you can take the life and it's okay? You telling me that you can take a life because the baby doesn't feel, but I come by to tell you, beloveds, when they were taking them lives back in 1973, when they said that the baby did not live and could not feel pain, they felt pain.
Yes. Oh, yes.
They had little arms that they was ripping out. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm going to get a little graphic.
Come on, come on.
They had little arms that they were snatching out.
Yes.
And saying that it's okay. But it's not, y'all. Because guess what? One of them children could have been the president of the United States.
All right.
And can I serve this nugget and then I'm going to move on to our black lady? I know this is Father's Day, man, but you need to make sure that you live in an influent area. And try to get yourself, if you're in the hood, out of the hood. Why you say that? Because they got abortion centers where you are and saying that you need to get rid of your baby because you're breathing like roaches and we don't need you here. If we do not multiply, then we do not have a race. We must be able to reproduce ourselves. We have to procreate. If we do not procreate, then we lose our identity. Amen?
Yes, Pastor. Yes.
And I'm going to get there, man. Can I just stay here for a second? Can I put a quarter in the middle? Now, sometimes, y'all, we're black and we got to deal with our black issues, man, but this is a human thing. Why you saying it's a human thing? Because I'm not going to downgrade my sister if she got a white man that she loves. That's fine.
All right.
And vice versa. And the reason why I say it's a human race is because a black man could be with a black man could be with a white woman, or a white woman could be with a black man, or vice versa, and they can create another human being.
Amen.
Somebody tell me when the last time a cat got with a dog and they had a cat dog. Huh? But a dog can get with another dog no matter what the breed is. They can get with one another and still reproduce. This is the human race.
All right.
And it's sad, but we have to talk about blackness because what folks do and how folks say because you are a different color doesn't mean that I'm inferior to you. I come by to tell you, John Tavis, I come by to tell you, Raven, I come by to tell you, Shantae, I come by to tell you, I come by to tell you, baby, that John Tavis, I come by to tell you, Serenity, now to you grown folks, to you older folks, I come by to tell you too.
All right, come on, Pastor. Come on.
You can be all that you want to be. And you are not inferior to anyone.
Amen. Amen.
And we can ask God for common sense, how to use our knowledge in the proper way. So if I get you in a spot where ain't nobody looking, ain't no cameras going on, and can't nobody see it, just me and you, and I know it ain't no camera, can't nobody get this out on social media on me. And this sermon is going on social media, so you might hear it out there, but if I can get you and you talking crazy to me like that, and I know you can't film me or record me and nobody else, then I'm going to do something.
All right.
I'm going to act a little bit different than I would when I know somebody watching me. I'm going to be honest with you. Especially when you telling me that I'm inferior to you.
All right.
I'm going to show you that I'm not inferior. And then when we get in the public, they don't beat you with the words. I'm going to use words to beat you down. I'm going to use intellect to beat you down. I'm going to use what God has given you. I'm going to use what books have put in my brain that you can't take away. And I'm going to use those words that you take, and I'm going to use them against you to make you look silly.
All right.
But when we by ourselves, you want to see that man, I'm going to show you him. I ain't gonna do it bad because I don't want y'all to hear about it. Sister Sheila, I don't want you to hear about it. I don't want you to hear about it. I preach it. I pastor. No, I don't want that. Because I need to have a good reputation.
Amen.
Amen. I really do. I really need to have a good reputation. Amen. But we need to be able to take care of ourselves. Look, Dr. King back in 1968 went to Memphis, Tennessee. He went to Memphis, Tennessee because there were some people that were trying to climb the ladder. They were trash collectors, sanitation workers. Even the church took their lot as it was to be. They didn't even want to march and help the people. They got paid less than any other city employee.
Yeah.
They work with no benefits and they work in bad situations. Dr. King went to Memphis, Tennessee to help change things in the march, and he died in Tennessee trying to help somebody.
Trying to help somebody.
Trying to move them up, trying to get them to a better place. They deserve, and they carry a sign, I am a man. And I ought not have to carry a sign saying that I am a man. You ought to be able to see me and how I act and respond that I am a man. Look at me on the color of my skin. I got to teach my children, my boys, just because your skin is dark does not mean that you are not a man, but you still need to use your head in the right way that you might survive this thing. The odds are against you between the age of 20 and 29. I need you to get past that age so that you can survive, be able to see your children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. The Bible says, blessed is the man that quiver is full.
Yes. All right. Come on, Pastor, you're preaching now.
It's good to have children. Oh, but if you won't have them, take care of them.
Take care of them.
That's what fatherhood is about. Take care of them. If you got 20 kids, I guess you need 20 jobs. You're not a millionaire, but you need to take care of all 20 of them. You need a job for each one of them. Matter of fact, you get a job for each one of them, you can start having them. Because you be working.
That's right. Amen. You did.
Huh? Yeah, he got 20 children by the same woman. That's a different thing. Oh, okay. But in Africa though, some of the places may have more than one wife. But the thing is, black men in every walk of life need a little help.
Yeah.
Our family needs strong, godly black men. Our mothers need strong men as loving husbands and protectors and providers. Children need strong men to present themselves and function in their life. Genesis 1:7 says this. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril breath of life. And man became a living soul. So we need to help breathe new life into the soul and spirit of our young men. We need to breathe life in it. They need our help. We got to learn how to give them our help. We have to show them and let them know if they're going to be strong, that what the best thing that we can do as men and as fathers is for our children to say proudly, the strongest man I know is my daddy.
Glory. Glory.
Our sons we ought to be their first role model.
Yes.
It's all right for them to have other role models out there because of social media and television, but we ought to be their first role model. Because my son and grandson are telling me they won't be somebody like somebody else and not mentioning my name in there, we got problems.
Right.
Because there ought to be something about me that you want to be.
Amen.
And so I text folks on Jesus that he healed a Sabbath. He healed a lame man on the Sabbath. And he healed him at Bethesda. Yeah. And so according to our text, when he goes to this place to Bethesda, I've been saying it all day. Now I can't say it. But it's a pool with 5 porches there. And when you look at verse 3 talk about that there was a multitude of people in bad shape, withered, halt, blind, at this place, waiting to get to the water when in trouble. But thank you, Bethesda. But I've been saying it all week, and then get here today and can't even say it. Bethesda. Amen, because we got that in the Navy, Bethesda Naval Hospital. And Bethesda means house of mercy. And aren't we glad that we can make our way to the house of mercy? Right here in New Jerusalem, there ought to be a Bethesda. A house of mercy, a house where healing goes on. A house where blessing resides. And so, the water bubbles and the crippled and the blind move. And y'all, the thing about this, the one that was able to move and can see, they had an advantage over the immobile.
All right.
The one that couldn't see or walk or move, they was at a disadvantage. Every time the water troubled, they couldn't get there. That seemed to be unfair. They didn't have a chance.
All right.
To get there, but that's the way it was. They had to be able to get in the water, but Jesus came by.
All right.
And when Jesus came by the pool, the people still was waiting for their opportunity for healing. Jesus seen the man that was lame and asked him a question as he looked and seeing what was going on. Asked him, will thou be made whole?
All right.
The man explained to him, man, I've been here for 38 years trying to get into this pool. But every time the water moves, and when I get up, somebody already done beat me to the pool and already stepped in the water.
Got the blessing. All right.
Then receive the blessing. Jesus looked at the man and without any more question, just told the man, take up your bed and walk.
Come on, come on.
When we look at our text, they are looking at the pool. But they weren't looking, and they didn't see Jesus when Jesus came to the pool.
All right.
That's where we are sometimes. We're at a place looking for our blessing.
All right.
Jesus come along ready to give us our blessing, and we don't see him there.
Come on, come on.
To give us our blessing. And so we need to get to the pool. Dr. King, in his lifetime, was trying to help some men get to the pool.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Across this nation today, we got some people who have the lowest pay and are disrespected, who will speak for those who collect trash and not being paid. Some city pay more than others.
All right.
Janitors and bus drivers and those who work in cafeterias that sometimes don't want to pay them what they really need to pay them.
Yes.
They're sitting at the pool. Our young men need some help every now and then, some touching from the healing water so that they can get to the pool. We need to help them get to the pool.
Yes.
The first thing, the pool represent opportunity.
All right.
The people at Bethesda, the pool represented opportunities. It represented a chance to change their condition. And when the water bubbled, it meant an opportunity was available.
All right. Come on.
Today there are thousands of opportunities available, but men must be prepared to seize the moment when the water is troubled.
Come on.
It means that every man should be able to do what they need to do to take advantage of the opportunity when it comes.
Yes.
That may mean for some of us that we may need to go back to high school. May mean that we may go to college and finish our college education.
Yes.
It may mean that we might need to go to a trade school. For others, it may mean a change of lifestyle and remain focusing on the water.
Yes.
For still others, it may mean retooling themselves to learn a new skill to take advantage of.
All right.
There is an opportunity waiting for every man. And he must be able to seize that opportunity, but he got to be qualified to receive it. Even when you feel that you're not qualified, but you know Jesus Christ, he qualifies you. So when God troubled the water and opened the doors of opportunity, every man must be prepared to walk right in.
Yes.
Y'all know how we are. We ask God for a whole lot of stuff, and when God gives it to us, we still ask it.
Right.
If he got the door open for us to go in, we still on our knees asking. God said, I told you to get up a long time ago. The door is open. I'm getting ready to shut it.
Yes.
While you still asking, and I'm already giving it to you.
Yeah.
Stand up and do something. You can pray sometime.
Yeah.
Doing and looking for what I'm getting ready to give you while you're praying. Then you can change your prayer request to a thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
So the first thing, the pool represented opportunity. The second thing, iron needs a sharpened iron.
Yes.
Every man has a responsibility to help someone get to the pool. Reverend David, you and I have a responsibility to help some young man to get to the pool.
Yes.
This word that we use may be mentoring. We need to mentor them to that they might be able to be better men, fathers, sons, brothers. Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpen iron, so a man sharpen the countenance of his friend." So sometimes when we're dealing with our friend, we need to tell him like it is, but we need to do it with love. Amen. We need to be able to pray with our brothers, because when we teach our children what to do and how to sharpen them, then they can reach a path of parity. They can reach a path where they can get to a place where they will be economically sound, that they can be able to provide for their family, right? That they can be able to protect their children and their wives. They can be providers. And then when we are sharpening one another, that means that you got to get an edge.
Yeah.
A knife is not sharp unless the edge of the knife is sharp.
Yes. All right.
And sometimes you got to sharpen the edge, and when you sharpen the edge, it takes a little off so it can be sharp.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to give it to your brother, and you need to take a little edge off of them so they can be sharp.
Yeah.
Because when you're sharp, you can able to slice through mess.
Yes.
When you're sharp, you are able to go through hard things that might stop you, but you're able to slice through it because you have a sharp edge.
Yes.
Sometimes God has to sharpen our edge.
Yeah.
And sometimes when He sharpens us, it hurts because there's some metal being removed. But that's all right. Those are things that I didn't need.
Yes.
Those are the things that would hinder me from getting sharp.
Yeah.
So iron sharpen iron. So sometimes men get together and sharpen one another. Therefore, we need to learn how to pray together.
Yes.
And when we pray together, then we can share our burden with one another. And when we share our burdens and experience together, then we can teach our children and those who are going in the same direction how to get to where they are going. So iron sharpen iron. Then thirdly, the grace of God helped men most. The man that waited at the pool for 38 years, waited for an opportunity, but he discounted the power of the mercifulness of God. That's what the man discovered when Jesus came along and asked him, "Will thou be made whole?"
Right.
That same question is posed to a generation of men today.
All right.
Will thou be made whole? I'm thinking about our life can change when we allow God's grace and mercy to avail in our lives.
Yes.
No one should ever doubt when God what He can do. No one should question the ability of God to turn our lives around and make opportunity happen with those who trust Him. Ephesians 3:20 tell us this.
Yes.
God can do exceedingly
Yes.
above all that we ask or think,
All right.
according to the power that worketh in Him.
Yes.
Beloved, I want to take my seat now, but I think that no one know that it was at Bethesda. It was at Bethesda when we were looking for the Lord.
All right.
We need to understand we ought not be looking at the pool.
Yeah.
The pool is all right because it allows us to get our blessing.
Yes.
But when I look, if I'm concentrating on the pool,
All right.
I fail to see God when God comes.
Yes.
I need to see the Lord when the Lord comes.
All right.
A black man in business find that he cannot succeed in business
All right.
unless God send him some customers.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a black man that's climbing the corporate ladder find that he cannot maintain an upward climb without the blessing of the Lord.
Yes.
What you saying, preacher? You ought not forget who's been taking care of you. Yeah, while you're trying and going your way. You need to stay on your knees, but then you need to get up and do the will of God.
All right.
And when you're doing the will of God, you understand that as a black man, when I'm striving to take care of my family, I find that the job is a much easier, brethren, if I am on a good term with God.
All right.
When God and I are conversating every day.
Yeah.
When God and I can sit down and reason together. When I'm listening to my Father who's telling me that everything will be all right. Every now and then, y'all, I need a blessing.
Yes.
As a black man, when I hear Jesus saying to himself, I'm reminded of what Paul said.
Come on.
When Paul said in Romans 8:38 and 39, for I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angel, nor principality, nor power, nor thing present, nor thing to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate me from the love of God, which is in Christ Jesus. I come by to tell you, the man who knows the Lord, know that the Lord can take our sadness and turn it into gladness. Turn our misery and turn them into delight. Take our failures and turn them into success. Take our loneliness, turn them into happiness. Take our poverty and turn them into riches. Yes, he can turn our defeats and make them into victory. I come by to tell you that God is all right. Can I leave you with the story? The story is told of a little girl. The little girl, she was waiting for her father to come. Her father was a trash collector. Yeah, but she was waiting for her father to come home. And when her father come home, she grabbed her father by the hand and said, Father, I'm glad that you're here, Papa. I'm glad that you're home. I done made you some bath water with bubbles all in it. You can go and relax. Then Papa went in and relaxed. But at night, he said, Papa, can you come and hold my hand? It's dark in this room, and I need you to hold my hand. The Papa would go in the room, Reverend, and hold her hands until when she went to sleep. Then he would go back to his room. Sometimes she would have dreams and nightmares. She would cry out to Papa, can you come in my room? It's dark in here and hold my hand. Papa would get up and hold her hand. Yes, he would. She became older. She remembered what her papa did. She learned and began to have God as her heavenly Father. And then she was saying, I live in this dark world. Oh, Lord, can you come and hold my hand? I don't want to run this race all by myself. She came, he come and hold his hand. I don't know about you, but I'm glad that God takes my hand and hold my hand. Yes, he do. While I'm on this tedious journey, I want Jesus to hold my hand. Is there anybody in here Do you want Jesus to hold your hand? While you're on this tedious journey, we live in a dark, black, and ugly world. But I need my Father in heaven to hold my hand. And I'm glad that Jesus died, got up early on a Sunday morning with all power in his hand. And because he has all power in his hand, he can hold my hand. And when he holds my hand, everything will be all right. Is there anybody in here? Do you know that God is? God is. God is. Yes, he is. He's all right. Yes, he is.
He's all right. Yeah, he's all right. Oh, yeah. He's all right. All right.
Sorry, y'all. I didn't really want to hold you long. I was trying to get you out of here.
It's all right.
But I need for our young people, I need for our young men, I need for our young ladies to make sure that they know what a young man of God looks like and what he needs to be like, so that you don't make yourself unequally yoked to knuckleheads.
Yeah. Knuckle. Glory. Glory.
And y'all belong to me, because now I need to see if he is a knucklehead or not.
Tell him.
You need my blessing. I ain't trying to get all in your business, but I need to be in your business when you're dealing with knuckleheads, so I can steer them away.
Amen.
You ain't got to worry about it. You won't know what I said to them, they're knuckleheads.
Yeah.
But they won't be back around.
All right. Tell him.
They won't, all of a sudden you just know he just ain't returning your phone call.
Yeah.
Amen. The doors in church is open.
All right. Amen. Amen. Glory to God.
We serve an awesome God.